Hello, ladies, gents, and mysterious cat-like fey creatures. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the Green Nickel, as you can tell by all of the purple in my theme. And today, we're going to be playing some more Kerbal Space Program, Unbound Conquest. Which is the name of my modded series where I try to take over all of the worlds in a modded system that includes multiple stars and their respective planets. So, let us get started, shall we? Alright. So, in our last stream, we played around a bit with making it into orbit and eventually trying to do a flyby of Kerbin's larger moon, known as the Mun. We made several attempts, and eventually we did manage to get there. And nobody died, so that was good. But anyway, from that mission, we collected a great deal of science, so let's go ahead and research some new technology for the first order of business. So let's see what we need. We should probably get some better rocketry. Construction is something we should have, but it isn't 100% necessary until we get to, like, larger rocketry. Flight control, definitely important to have, because if you were there last stream, you could see that my reaction wheels were terrible. So let's go ahead and unlock that. Space exploration, let's see. Space exploration has... oh, life support. That is something we need. Because, as it says in the description for my stream, we need life support. Better life support. And one of our later missions is going to be putting a Kerbal in orbit for 30 days. Which is much longer than any of our missions to the Mun or Minmus, but still useful to have. And as for miniaturization, the EVA experiments kit. What's that? Huh. Hmm. Okay. That could be useful, but we also need electrics, because in our last stream we don't have enough science. Whoops. Let's look at aviation. Aviation would be useful. What do we have so far? We've got a decent rocket engine. We'll go with aviation. For some good old rocket fins. Alright. Let's warp to sunrise. And look at some contracts. Exploration plus orbit the Mun. We'll go ahead and take that. Start exploring Minmus. Absolutely. Alright. There should give us a decent amount of science. Oh. That is one that we need. So we'll go ahead and upgrade mission control so we can take more missions. And put a Kerbal in orbit for 30 days. Contract accepted. Let's see what else we can get. Plant a flag on the Mun. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. We'll go ahead and take a contract to kick off space tourism, why not? In fact, I think we'll probably go ahead and do that one before we go on any of the other missions. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and kick off space tourism first. Wait, did I research the... Yes. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do with that. We're going to start this rocket with the P re-entry model, because it can hold 2 Kerbals instead of 1 like the Onion did. Put on a parachute. Fuel supply. Go ahead and make it white. What is that? Oh, that's a good texture. I like that. We'll go with that. That. Let's see, how much delta V is that? $884. We need 3,000 to get into Kerbal. Well, I think like 3,400-ish to get into Kerbal, to get into Kerbal orbit, and a little bit left over for a deorbit burn afterward. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to just... Oh, I did not unlock solar panels. Whoops. Okay, that's a little important. I suppose I'll have to figure that out, won't I? Anyway, let's keep going. Perfect. 5 hours, 16 minutes. They need to be in orbit for... 4 hours. Which means that this should be good for that. And, is G2 Woo on today? I know he said he wanted to come up with the next name for one of my rockets. I'll figure that out later. Let's see. Oh, reaction wheel. That's important. Where did I put them? Ah. That dinky little thing. It's looking like it's such a funny guy just sitting up there. Okay. 5 more of these. And do we have radial decouplers? We do. So what we're gonna do with that is add some thumpers. Let's look at our delta V. That is good delta V. Oh, wow. Okay. And then just add some winglets. Perfect. No, hold on a moment. I see there's a new chatter. No, not first time playing. Second time streaming, in fact. I'm also dealing with some technical difficulties at the same time. I'm going ahead and resolving. But yeah, I'm the Green Nickel. Nice to meet you, and I am currently playing Kerbal Space Program. I unfortunately do not have a name for... Oh, I am currently putting a tourist in orbit for 4 hours. I'm playing with some very heavy modding. The main 2 mods being Galaxy's Unbound and Kerbalism. And my mission in this series is to take over every star system provided by the Galaxy's Unbound mod. And that includes colonies on every planet with a liquid or solid surface, and orbital colonies everywhere. So, nice to meet you, Danny Lucky the First. Can I just call you Danny? Yes, career mode. Which means there are some limitations. But since you're here and chatting, why don't you go ahead and come up with a name for my craft? There was someone on my last stream who wanted to come up with a name, but I don't think he's here at the moment. Ah. Well, perhaps you can watch and learn, but either way, you'll get there. One day. You just have to learn a lot of things. No. I don't think I'm gonna go with that one. Sorry. This is a mostly safe for work stream, so... Well... It's all a matter of strategy. You have to take contract after contract. And... we'll go ahead and... I have a name for this one. I think that should be... Double. Yeah. Double 1. Perfect. And I am generally trying to come up with more serious names for most of my craft, but obviously that doesn't have to be for all of them. Like, I like naming some of them after gods in the... after Dungeons & Dragons gods. I like naming some of them after real life deity, real life mythology. Or just naming it after famous space stuff, or just things in Kerbal. Kerbal, lovely. I mean, that's an idea too. But yeah. I think Dabol is fine. You seemed to be interested in giving it that one. So yeah. Dabol it is. And the maiden voyage of Dabol, shall be to bring our lovely Tito Kerman into orbit. Not Jebediah. We don't trust him. With Valentina. Oh, and this is Nicole Kerman. I cheated her into existence as just a little bit of a reference to myself. I'm not shamelessly self-promoting or anything. Anyway, on a totally unrelated note, go ahead. Maybe not that one either. But anyway, yeah, that's not exactly safe for work, I wouldn't think. But anyway, let's go. Well, not so much putting god names in the name, more like naming them after gods. So if I'm naming it something like Dabal, then that's obviously an entirely different name. But it is an idea. But anyway, let's go ahead and launch, shall we? Alright. So, Turning on SAS, pulling up maneuver mode, so I can check my stuff. And let us prepare for liftoff. So, counting down to liftoff in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. We're lifting off very quickly. Which means we're in for a very steep gravity turn. Oh my. Hopefully, I mean, shallow gravity turn, sorry, not steep. And that got us some pretty decent height. Once we get to a decently thin part of the atmosphere, we will activate the second stage. The hot ball. Ah. So you're one of those kinds of chatters. Well, excited to have you here, I suppose. Yeah, I fully agree. And I'm not saying anything against... Well... people like you can be fun. That type of personality where you give honestly rather funny commentary. So, happy to have you here. Let's... go ahead and separate that stage. So how's your day, Danny? Because I've been having an interesting time. Well, life is generally interesting, one way or another. Good. Glad to hear that. Ah, yes. I understand that. All too well. It can be, but it also has the potential to be fun. Just depends on how you look at it. We are approaching our apoapsis. I don't know how quickly, because we have humanistics. Not quite certain what that is. But... ah. I see. hours German, 2 hours English, and I just had a follow? From whom? Oh, I missed my hypoapsis. Oh no, I got distracted. Okay, let's fix this. Perfect. Ah, why thank you, Danny. I appreciate the follow. And if you want to check out my other content, I export my VODs to YouTube, into my YouTube channel. Also the green nickel, same profile picture as well. I suppose I should, I don't have a CloudBot command for it, but I am the green nickel on YouTube as well. Using the same profile photo. Yeah, I know. But, it tends to make things a little less stable, and I like to do things in real time anyway, so honestly, why would I? When I can just enjoy the journey and chat with my viewers, such as you. Yeah. What is that? Oh! Oh, that's a lunar eclipse! Oh, I love that! Yeah, I love it. I love eclipses. I am so glad I installed environmental visual enhancements so that I could see things like this. Because vanilla KSP doesn't have things like this. And it's very sad. Anyway, I suppose now is the time to warp to the end of our mission. So let's go ahead and do that. And we have been in orbit for 4 hours. Let's go ahead and warp over here so that we can put our periapsis on the daylight side of Kerbal. Let us begin the deorbit burn. Oh, you did? Yeah, I didn't really think to look. I really should have, though. I should have taken in the view before I warped around like that. That's on me. I'm sorry. Next time. Next time I will be mindful of that. So, commencing deorbit in 3, 2, 1. Go. Perfect. Beginning descent back to Kerbal's surface now. And we enjoy a lovely sunrise right before we enter the atmosphere. And I suppose now would be a good time to decouple the orbiter stage. Leaving just the P. Oh. One moment, I think my cat wants in. Hello, Sal. Lovely to see you. It's now streaming. Would you like to come mod for me? Oh no, we had that discussion already. Sal would be a trigger-happy tyrant if I let him be a mod on my stream. Yeah. They are truly adorable. And sometimes my sister's cat likes to come in here too. But Sal's not particularly interested in socializing at the moment, I suppose. We are now re-entering. Let's go ahead and warp to our... where we get re-entry heating. Yeah, those can be a struggle. Especially when they sit right behind the laptop where all of the hot air is being blown out, so the hot air gets trapped and your CPU starts to overheat. That can be very infuriating. Yeah, pressing keys is also fun. Once I was playing a game of Civ 6 where I fortunately was not streaming because, one, I hadn't even started streaming at all, and two, Civ 6 is not a game that I stream. Hi, Rock Paper Fox! Nice to meet you. It is good to have you back. Oh yeah, because you, Danny, are a new viewer. Rock Paper Fox is my IRL best friend. She's also the lovely artist who created my Twitch overlay, and she is also a mod on this chat. Yes. Danny came up with that name, a double. Because we currently have a space tourist on his way down from a tour. Yeah, it's just a little bowl. But yeah, Fox is also a streamer. She started streaming about a month before I did. She does art on Tuesdays from 1 to 3, and gaming on Fridays from 1 to 4. She's currently doing Valheim. But also, I stream a modded Minecraft series centered around the Origins mod. It's a hardcore series on Tuesdays from 4 to 8, if you're interested. Yeah. No, actually. Yeah, we both live in the US. My accent may be a bit off because sometimes I just do accents without really thinking about it. I also really love doing European accents, so I guess I just sort of worked it into my muscle memory. Although my favorite is Scottish. But no, I live in the US. I was born and raised here. It's weird. A lot of people say I sound Swedish. Regardless of who the question's for, the answer's the same, since we both live in the US. Let's go ahead and arm our parachute so it'll deploy when necessary. Yeah. I mean, IRL friends can live overseas from each other and just get on calls occasionally, but fortunately for me and Fox... Ah, yeah. I see. That'll do it. Anyway, we are descending onto Kerbin's surface. Hopefully we don't land on a very steep slope, because then our ball might roll out of control, hit the ground too hard, and explode. Oh, but anyway, the reason this pod is ball-shaped, I believe... it is based off of a historical Russian command pod back during the space race. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, I think it's the Soyuz. Unless the Soyuz is a different design. I don't remember. But anyway. Yeah, Soyuz. I thought so. I just wasn't quite certain if the Soyuz was it or something else. But anyway, let's go ahead and warp through most of our descent. I like to go back down to 1x time warp once we get to an altitude of, well, a height of about 100 meters. Because that way we can watch the final stages of touchdown in real time. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been told. But isn't the Soyuz designed differently these days? Like, yeah. Yeah, the shuttles sadly fell out of use. But, we now have touchdown. We can turn off SAS. Oh no, almost empty? Oh, we better go ahead and recover the vessel, shouldn't we? Anyway, I'd say that was a mission well done. And we collected, oh boy, 1.7 science from that. And the contract didn't offer any science either, so... But hey, we got 100 funds off of it. Let's go ahead and upgrade our tracking station so we can do patched conics. And look at some of our other contracts. Repair a satellite in orbit of Kerbal. Oh. That... I don't know if we're quite ready for that yet. Oh yeah, I've been considering having those rearranged, but we don't really have the time to deal with that now. Oh, okay. See ya. Thanks for dropping in, by the way. And thanks for the follow. I am happy to be ever so slowly expanding my community. And I love attention. See you later, Danny. Okay, but anyway, our active contracts include putting a Kerbal in orbit for 30 days. We can't do that until we unlock solar power. Which we need more science for. Let's see, what science do we have so far? Atmospheric pressure scan. That won't do. EVA report from the Mun. Oh. Oh, there's actually a lot of science we can collect from the Mun. You know what? We'll make that our next mission. Grab some more science from the Mun. The ball. Sorry, but we're not using you for this mission. Though we will use the P. And that way, our lovely Jebediah Kerman can go with one of our scientists. And oh, hey Fox, how's my sound quality, by the way? Oh, forgot a parachute. Again. To use reaction wheel 2. Reaction wheel. Mana control. I remember where things are. Okay. Oh, I was asking how my sound quality is. Okay. Let's see. Communication. That's necessary. Oh, well, the music is built into the game, so I'll have to, go to the game settings for that. But thanks for the heads up. Got that. Mystery goo. You also want mystery goo. And I'll go ahead and send Nickel Kerman up there. I do not know what to name this craft yet, so I'll just save and leave. And go to the settings. Go ahead and turn that down a smidge. All right. Is that better? Let's see. Decoupler. Okay. That's... we'll go ahead and do 6. Just fit some teeny little wings and... Oh. No, you know what? That's a bad idea. We won't be trying to put wings in there. I guess... That there. Still not enough. I mean, it's enough for a flyby of the mun. I'll give it that. I guess that's all we really need, don't we? Isn't it? Okay. Now to add electricity, which we still don't have solar panels, so we're going to load it with way too many batteries again. Perfect. One day, 2 hours. It doesn't take too long to get to the mun, I don't think. We gotta do something about this. We'll put that there. Lovely. Once again, it's a battery-covered monstrosity. Now, anyone have ideas for a name? Selene 2. We already are naming this series of rockets Selene. So, let's go ahead and launch. Oh, it's nighttime. Probably should have paid attention to that. That's fine. Let's get ready for launch. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. And in my foolishness, I forgot to adjust the thrust limiter of the boosters again. That's fun. Oh, that's gonna be real fun. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah! Ah! No! You will obey me, rocket. You will obey me. The rocket did not obey me. We'll go ahead and redo that, shall we? Alright. It's probably all the batteries throwing off the aerodynamics. So let's try this again. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This time, we will stay on prograde, stay on Okay. Okay, gravity turns are, as you can see, very fun. Goodness gracious. Let's try that again, shall we? Kerbal Space Program, everyone. Truly a fun thing. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. You can do this, Nickel. You can do this. Oh, hi, Nickel. I can do this. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Wait to do our gravity turn. All right. steep gravity turn. You know what? I'll turn my master volume down a little. It seems a little loud, and I don't want people to not be able to hear me. So we'll go ahead and put that there. Okay. We're at 30 kilometers, so we'll go ahead and... There we go. Uh-oh. I didn't think this through, did I? Let's hope the rocket is stable, because this engine doesn't have a gimbal. Gimbals are important. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. You are not going to spin out of control. The atmosphere is way too thin for me to allow things like this. I mean, listen up, Rocket. Do you know how embarrassing it would be for you to spin out of control this high up in the atmosphere? Do you know how embarrassing that would be for you? Do you really want that to be your reputation among your fellow rockets? No, I didn't think so. So why don't you behave yourself? Let's go ahead and look at our apoapsis, which now looks like this because we upgraded our tracking station, and we can actually see our apoapsis on our orbit. And you'll see something else once we start burning for the mun. Apoapsis approaching in 45 seconds. Time to reach. Okay. What's our TWR for this? Okay. So not that... It's not like... crazy high. And we'll go ahead and... Perfect. We have circularized. And we are on our way. We are almost ready for our mun burn. So it's supposed to be 110 degree separation on a 100 kilometer orbit. So that's 90. Should be about here. I'll go ahead and quick save though. And go. Turning very, very slowly. Okay. Go ahead and turn on our Geiger counter, because we're going through the radiation belts. Have temperature scan at the ready. Crew report at the ready. Excellent. And we have 2 ignitions left on. Oh no. I really hope I have enough fuel to get back to Kerbal. Because that orbit... Okay. So, quick bit of information about patched conics for those who aren't familiar with KSP. This is my trajectory up until my encounter with the Mun. And after that, I fall into its sphere of influence. This is my predicted trajectory around the Mun under its gravitational influence. And this is where I exit back into Kerbal orbit. And this is what the Mun's gravity will give me as an orbit. That is not an orbit that I can afford to have, since I only have so much electricity. So let's see if I have enough delta V for... Huh. Maybe if I... No? Okay. What if... Bingo. We have our answer. Okay, so that means... do a little bit of radio. Just so we can still have a low Mun orbit. Oh. That won't do either. What if we burn here? So what we're trying to do is get this number down to around 20 to 30 kilometers and have it be within 2 days. So if we do that... Okay. And if we do that, then we would have about 70 meters per second of delta V left. So then if we... Yeah, that won't cut it. We may have to say goodbye to the possibility of... Oh... I really don't want to do that. We have to, though. If we want enough Delta V to get back, we have to. We're gonna have to raise the periapsis. So, here's what we'll do. We'll go into a very high orbit around the Mun. No, that won't work either. Okay. We'll go ahead and send Nicola out on an excursion. To service this engine, because we are pretty much out of ignitions. And we'll go ahead and continue trying to work this out. Okay. Back to figuring this out. We're now down to 130 meters per second. No, that obviously won't work. Okay. And try this. Looks like we can't have it both ways. Okay. So clearly, we do not have the fuel for a low Mun flyby and a return. We'll have to save that for the next mission. So let's just accept our fate. There's Kerbal. And There's the mun, which you can barely see. It's just a little shadow because we're on the dark side, but that is where we are. So let's do some science. Mystery goo, materials bay. Got our Geiger counter. Crew report is already done. Nickel Kerman, do you have an EVA report for us? You do not. Okay. Well, it's worth checking at least. How's our materials bay looking? Go ahead and warp to the end of that experiment. Alright. And our mystery goo. It's 3.5 minutes left. We'll warp to the end of that as well. Lovely. We collected a little bit of science from that. And Nickel Kerman, we'll go ahead and send you on EVA. Take data. Take data from that as well. Wait a minute. What's the capacity of the P? Uh-oh. Did I make an error? None of data. Okay, good. Never mind, I forgot. Materials study takes up 2 slots. What kind of money? I do not have enough money for this. I'm gonna have to revert flight. Okay. We'll try this again, shall we? Oh. No, not Selenite. Selenite 2. Right. And delete that. Okay. So, we will upgrade this. Go ahead and do 8 slots. Alright? That should be enough. And... go ahead and try to put more fuel in this thing. Is that better? Please be better. Yeah, we'll just have to go with this. And launch. Okay. Lifting off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And gravity turn. Chebediah Kerman, you are bad at steering. And we are going to level up your experience so that that is not the case. Nope, nope, nope. Ah! Okay. That's fun. So how's your day going, Fox? Because mine is going crazy, apparently. Can't even get this rocket off the ground. Steep gravity turn is okay. Steep gravity turn is okay. Just keep reminding yourself of that, Nickel, and everything will be fine. Perfect. Okay. And you will obey me, Rocket. And you will not flip in such a thin atmosphere. As I said, that is an embarrassing thing for you to do as a rocket, this high up in the atmosphere. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. Come on, come on, come on. Do this. And of course I can talk today. Oh, definitely. Perfect. Bye, lower stages. I'm going to the Mun again, and this time, potentially, even getting some decent science out of it, and returning. Doesn't that sound great? I love doing that. We're in space! And our apoapsis is that far away. How fun. Shall we be off then? Lovely sunrise. Turning our rocket to prograde. Now, a mod that I really would have loved to use is known as Principia. It makes the physics of the game even more realistic, so that your orbit is constantly affected by the gravity of every body. It introduces real-life in-body physics instead of the traditional single-body physics of vanilla KSP. And it is really fun. However, there is one small problem with that. When you install it, you have to manipulate the orbits of all of the planets and moons in your system so that they have stable orbits, which Principia already does that by default to the Joule system and its moons, because those can get pretty unstable, but with modded systems, it doesn't really have patches for those. And especially with a game like Galaxy's Unbound that adds a bunch of new star systems, I don't want to actually set my computer on fire. Oh. Looks like we are just now approaching Munrise, which means it will soon be time to begin our Munburn. Because that's a good way of telling if you're in the right place for a Munburn. If it's just now starting to appear on the horizon and you have an orbital altitude of roughly 100 kilometers, generally that's going to be a pretty spot-on time to burn for the Mun. It's actually very convenient. And now, as I just said, progress. Proceed. Slowly. I'm going to rise ever so slowly, and oh, there is our Mun encounter. No, that's too high. Actually, that might be perfect. If we just... Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. We have a maneuver planned. And it works out for us, because we will be... Yeah. Because once we escape the Mun, we can... It won't take much of a burn to actually bring our periapsis below 20 kilometers. Or below 30 kilometers, rather. And this burn is going to leave us with 273 meters per second of delta V, which should be plenty for that. So, let us warp to our Mun encounter. Oh no. I forgot to turn on the Geiger counter. What have I done? No! Alright. Here. Go ahead and... Open these up. I am very sad that I missed my chance to run the Geiger counter in the radiation belts, but that is okay. We don't always get what we want. Anyway, we already established that Nickel Kerman does not need to do an EVA report in a high orbit around... in a high trajectory around the Mun, so we'll leave her alone. But now, let's warp a little closer to the maneuver. Okay. No. We'll just look at the file manager. Oh! One thing I did forget to do. Let's transfer all of that data into the pod. Because if we don't, then it will be lost once we separate this stage. Perfect. We'll just start warping until some low space experiments show up on here. That should do the trick. Come on. Should probably point our nose toward the maneuver node, or we warp to it. There we go. Ah, there we go. We'll do a little bit of this EV. Oh, we actually have enough time to do the whole thing. Okay. Let's do this real quick. We don't have a lot of time before our maneuver. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have our report. Boarding now. Still facing our maneuver node. And go. Oh, oh no. That's not good. Okay. Okay, well, that was unexpected. We'll repair this very quickly. Okay. Yeah. That is how I repair engines, by doing a power kick. Okay. Now let's continue our burn. A minute late. Okay. Hopefully that did the trick. Yes! Yes, 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 it did. Excellent. Okay. Sadly, we won't be low in space for very long, so we won't collect as much data from this as we might hope. But hopefully at least something. As much as we can. Yep. And we are now high in space around the Mun. Which means now we need to take what we can. Take data. And take data. Okay. And a simple retrograde burn should... Yeah, that won't take much at all. We don't even need to worry about making a maneuver node. And let us deorbit. Perfect. We are now descending towards Kerbal at a very high speed. And it's going to be terrifying, because Jebediah and Nickel will probably pass out from G-forces. Oh. We've got more experience. Oh. I see. Well, we know what to do for that, don't we? Just leave the camera on free instead of auto, because that is a real nuisance. Okay. I wasn't quite expecting that, but it worked out for the better, didn't it? Auto. We'll keep our camera on auto now. And let us watch our beautiful re-entry. Flying over the South Pole, I believe. Yes, the South Pole. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at those auroras. Oh yeah. So, fun fact, the camera settings can get a little bit weird around the poles of any worlds on KSP. So that's why I can see the camera spinning around like that, even when I'm not doing anything. So, now that we've gotten a good view of the... Ooh, I know. We'll take a picture. Let's go ahead and make sure that's saved. It did. Such a lovely view. Okay. We are continuing our descent. And we are now approaching 100 kilometers. Let's go ahead and... separate our last stage after burning away the last of its fuel. Excellent. And... ooh. We have entered the atmosphere. Turning off SAS. Because the heavy bottom of our P module will keep us oriented properly. And there goes the stage. Yeah, no kidding. I just ditched most of them. Batteries are almost empty, it says. Oh. That's actually pretty interesting. Nobody's passing out from G-forces. And we've almost slowed down to a safe speed. Most curious. And we are no longer experiencing re-entry heating. Signal has returned. And our parachute will be deployed in approximately 10 kilometers. Uh-oh. Oh, please do not land on the side of a mountain. That would not be good. Not good at all. Oh no, we're going to land on the side of a mountain again, aren't we? You realize how bad that would be in a spherical rocket. I mean, a spherical command pod. We are not looking particularly safe here. Please. Please have mercy on me. If we're really lucky, we'll roll around and the parachute will slow us because the parachute doesn't cut until we've slowed down to what the game thinks is a stop. So it might prevent us from rolling too quickly until we roll to a less steep slope. Either that happens, or we explode. Or we just land somewhere off the bat that hopefully isn't too steep. That's the one I'm rooting for, personally. Warping down to 100 meters. And running our final descent in real time. Perfect. And we have landed safely. Not on the side of a mountain at all. Though what I'm really confused by is if the sun's over the... Okay, the shadow is lined. For a second it seemed like it wasn't, so I was a bit weirded out, but seems fine. Okay. Now hopefully we have enough science to unlock solar power. Because we need it, guys. We need it so badly. Oh. We have someone else watching. I wonder who it is. We have 65 science. Oh boy. Well, that's fun. That's real fun, isn't it? So close. At least my Kerbal's leveled up. Okay. We have electrics, which is 90 science, and... Oh, we do have enough! When did that happen? Weird. Okay. Well, good news for us, I suppose. So we've got electrics, we've got... We'll go ahead and research advanced rocketry. What? Oh. Only 40 points. Okay. That's fine. And... we can fulfill most of our contracts now. I wonder who the new viewer is. We have someone else watching. Not sure who. Is it JT Wu by any chance? Okay. can now ditch all of this. Okay. Another P. And... Oh, right, we don't have enough for that. Okay. That's fine. We just need this. And finally, solar power! Time to this is cause for celebration. It is a momentous occasion that we are finally able to harness the power of the sun for our rockets. Perfect. And we can still use some batteries, just so we can pass around the dark sides of planets and moons safely. No, we don't need that many. In fact, we'll just go ahead and... because this rocket isn't meant for landing, and certainly not landing for long periods of... I just realized I turned my microphone off and forgot to turn it back on. I was saying a bunch of things. But yeah, we finally have solar power, which is absolutely cause for celebration. But we still need some batteries so we can last through orbiting around the dark sides of planets and moons. But yeah. Let's continue building this rocket. This time, we will get ourselves into orbit. Oh, wait. Oh, right. We didn't unlock. Okay. Wait, oh, not again. Jeez. Stop throwing off my Delta V like that, jeez. I suppose what we could do is... that, and... that. No. No, we need more technology. So instead of trying to get to the mun... Oh, that is not methyl. That is not what we need. Because those fuel tanks have only liquid fuel and no oxidizer. Which isn't exactly the greatest thing for us. Ooh. Not the highest thrust-to-weight ratio, gotta say. Which means our gravity turn will have to be steeper. But that's okay. We can handle a steeper gravity turn. We're just trying to get to orbit with this one. Our goal is to put a Kerbal in orbit for 40 days. Well, 30 days, actually. Ah, no, not that. 60 days, that is more than enough. Water, 46 days, also more than enough. And oxygen. 90, we don't need that much. After all, this is just for 30 days. Perfect. I love that. Go ahead and put that there as well. Okay. So what should I name this one? Anyone in the chat got ideas? Because if not, then I am going to pick one myself. What about JT Woo? Is JT Woo here today? Oh, okay. Well, I have a name for it, thankfully. Hestia 1. And I just realized I have space for 2 Kerbals. But I only need 1, so 1 it is. And launch. And we're launching at night again. That's fine, I suppose. Well, those stern words aside, let us begin the countdown. Launching in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we have liftoff. And we'll probably start our gravity turn at around, say 120-ish meters per second. Since we have a thrust weight ratio of about 1.5. And again, it will be a rather steep one. That was just me trying to correct the orbital inclination here. Why did I include a materials bay? I just realized that I included a materials bay for some reason. And spinning out of control again. Revert flight, revert launch. Okay. Okay, we will go ahead and try to do a steeper gravity turn. I should probably have picked something quieter to eat. Sorry about that, by the way. And go. Starting a gravity turn. Now. And you know what? I don't care if our inclination's a little off. It's not like we're trying to fly to another body or anything, we're just trying to get into orbit. It's fine. Uh-oh. Well, looks like a steep gravity turn could not be avoided. Oh well. I guess we have another burning ball. As one of our earlier viewers so elegantly put it. Oh dear. Wasn't enough fuel. Back to vehicle assembly, I suppose. Okay. We don't need you. I don't know why I kept including you. That gives us much more Delta V. Okay. Hopefully enough Delta V. Let's launch. All right. And go. And you know what? We'll start our gravity turn even later. We'll say around 170-ish meters per second squared. I mean, not squared. She's not acceleration. Velocity. We will start our gravity turn at around 170 meters per second. Do not tilt that way. Why are you trying to tilt that way? Oh. Commencing gravity turn. Staying on prograde. I guess we can close this. Alright. Separating our stage. And this time, we should have enough fuel. Hopefully. Oh, please be enough. I'm counting on this to be enough. It won't be enough, will it? Yeah, that... No. No, 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 no. No, no. No, that is not enough. I guess we need... I hate to say this, but I guess we need solid rocket boosters again. I don't like relying on solid rocket boosters, never have. But that is what we have to work with, I suppose. Let's try these tiny ones. Oh wow, that... Yeah, that's more than enough. Jeez. Okay. Let's go. Teeny boosters for the win. Let's see, what are they called? Hammers. We are using some hammers. That sounds very funny out of context, doesn't it? Launch. Oh, we should make sure our thrust weight ratios are right. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Commencing launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Gravity turn now. That is what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Will that do it? I hope it does. But we also need enough fuel for a deorbit burn. Oh no. Oh. Really? Come on. Really? After all of that? You really gonna do that to me? Fine. Fine, we'll use the bumpers. I think that's what those large boosters are called. Yep, thumpers. Okay. Trying again. Alright. And... go. What? Uh-oh. I'll try that again. Okay. Much better. Oh, my apoapsis is going up fast. Jeez. Okay. I mean, all the better for me, I suppose. I did not mean to do that. I just separated the stage right after activating it. Try that again. We can get there. We can get there. All right. Try this again. Now. Okay. And we are in space. Once again. Let's plan our circularization. And this time we should have enough. 38-second burn, which means we should burn at 19 seconds to apoapsis. So that's the only thing I really needed that for. I'm not going to hold a maneuver node, not when Jebediah Kerman isn't quite well trained enough for that. So, commencing our circularization in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Two ignitions left on the engine. And now, Jeb, you can stay there for 30 days. And I know I didn't really consult you before assigning that part of the mission, and I should probably work on this whole consent of crew thing, but I promise it'll be just fine. You won't go insane or anything from the isolation. You'll be fine, Jeb. Okay? Let's go ahead and warp around to daylight. Alright. Well, Jeb, I'm leaving you up here for 30 days. Have fun. Well, that was eventful. Now, let's see if we can... Oh, we can't do much of anything, can we? Oh, wait. We can do that. Huh. But you know what? I don't know if we have enough time left in the stream to actually go through the mission. We'll see. But we'll go ahead and start building the rocket. Okay. And we shall build Selene 3, capable of supporting a Kerbal for as long as they need to go even as far as Minmus. And with our exploration of Minmus, we should be able to get enough data to unlock some really good stuff. Go ahead and rename that to Selene 3. And life support. Okay. Perfect. Got enough food, water, and oxygen for a flyby of Minmus. Anything else we need? No, I think that is it. Okay, let's go. That was actually rather quick. We just might have enough time. Yeah. It's only 7:43. And we're going on until 8. Let's do this. Target Minmus. And I've got to say, Minmus is probably my second favorite moon of Kerbin. Because I just love the idea of this green-blue rock that pretends to be made of ice, but is obviously too close to the sun to be made of ice and not melt. And it's just such a pretty moon. And you'll see when we get up close. Okay? Let us lift off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. A pretty steep gravity turn, a little steeper than I'd like, but that's okay. And we'll begin. We will ignite the next stage as soon as our nav ball automatically switches to orbit mode. There we go. Tilting to prograde, and separating boosters, and stage. So Minmus is actually slightly harder to get to than the Mun, because its orbit is a bit tilted, which means we have to tilt our orbit to match it. And its sphere of influence isn't as big as the Mun either because of how much tinier it is. So it's not like we can come in from the poles with a normal orbital inclination. So, what do we do about that? Why? We go to our ascending and descending nodes, which you'll be able to see a little easier once I've actually circularized my orbit. Which I'm working on now. Okay, that's burn time of 44 seconds, which means we will want to commence our burn at 22 seconds to apoapsis. Commencing our circularization burn in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Perfect. Circularization complete. Now, onto our ascending node, which means we will want to tilt our rocket towards... No, not our normal vector. Anti-normal. Because ascending node means that this is the point where our orbit drifts northward of Minmus's orbit. And descending is southward, of course. So what we need to do is align our orbit, preferably so that it's within less than a degree. Right now, we have an inclination difference of 6.3 degrees. So we'll go ahead and warp here. And we will burn. Perfect. And now, Minmus is over here. I don't know the exact separation angle we need, but I can give a pretty good eyeball estimate. So, I think we're trying to aim over here, which means we want... Well, go ahead and quick save, just in case. Okay. No, that might be too far. One moment. I can do this. I can work this out. It'll be fine. Okay. And... boom. Burning our way to Minmus. I think we may have miscalculated. Because this is our closest approach, and our orbit's all the way up here and still not within the sphere of influence. I think I was right the first time. Whoops. Okay. I'll just... Perfect. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and do a quick load. Such a shame. We'll try again. Okay. So this time, we will aim here. So about 30-ish degrees. Okay. This time, we should find ourselves... Wait, no. Hold on. Actually had to be further. Because of... Yeah, further. Further. Let's actually warp right around... the ascending node. And hopefully... it'll work out this time. Okay. Please work properly. No, not again. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. 45 degrees. No, 50 degrees. 50 degrees is what we're aiming for. We can do 50 degrees. And... boom. Come on. Oh, it's 8 o'clock now. Okay. Well then, I suppose... Ah. Not the intention. Just turn down our thrust limiter. With some finer control. No. We're out of ignitions. Okay. I'm gonna bust my engine at this rate. Okay. Well... I don't think... Okay. Well, we know what we're doing. We need a separation angle of 50 degrees, which means we know what to do on our next stream. I have accidentally gone much later than I was supposed to several times in a row now, so I'm trying to get better about that. But I think that is where we're going to stop for today. So, thank you all who stopped by to watch my stream, even if our chat was a little empty later on. I love you all very much, those of you who did show up, and I hope you will all be there on my next stream. So, until next time, ladies, gents, and mysterious cat-like fey creatures, I now bid you adieu.